Well, hello, I'm Scott Stevens, Goldsboro City Manager here for our July monthly update. As we talk about these, I always think there's not going to be a whole lot to talk about, and it's short, and this is another one of those where I start out thinking it's going to be a short update for you, so time will tell on that. I will mention we are in the W.A. Foster Center. We opened this center back in April of this year. It's got a great layout. It's been heavily used. The exterior of the building is really an attractive place. It's all entrance off of John Street. As you move through the facility, we have a large single gym that is divisible. We have meeting space that's rentable with a kitchen that you can use as well, or warming kitchen. And then we have a adult room and a kids room. And so it's really a facility that has seen a lot of use. We also built the facility to incorporate the bathroom facilities and locker facilities for the Mina Wheel pool. The Mina Wheel pool has not yet opened this summer. We've had some issues with our pump building and a roof issue that we've had to work through with the health department. We hope to open that pool in late July. But again, if you've not made it out here to the new W.A. Foster Recreation Center, we would encourage you to do so. And as you can see from the photographs, it really is an attractive facility, and thus far being very well used by the community. Summer is here. If you missed the later part of June, early July with temperatures in the mid to upper 90s, there's no doubt that it's summertime here in eastern North Carolina. We caution everybody to be careful on the heat. It is one of those things that if you're not in it on a daily basis, it can get you. So just be careful and pick your good times to work outside and hydrate and those kinds of things. Our summer camps are in full swing for kids. There's still a lot of offerings through July and August for kids while they're out of school. You can visit our Parks and Rec office there at Herman Park Center, or our website to see what kind of activities would be there for your children. But there are everything from golf camps to fishing camps to daily camps. And so again, I would just encourage you, if you need something for kids to do, to consider us as a good option for that. Trash and community, I want to continue to reemphasize that. It continues to be a concern of our mayor and council, of making the community look better. One is to us to stop throwing trash out. Two, for all of us to pick up trash. For you as a resident or a business owner to do your part, and for us, the city, to do our part. And where we can help you, please don't hesitate to call on us to be part of that, because we want to do all we can to put Goldsboro's best foot forward for those of us that live here, as well as visitors to the community. It is hurricane season. Just a reminder that hurricane season in eastern North Carolina is June 1st to November 30th. So we're really coming up on the more active part of the peak time from August to October. Some of the things that you as residents can do, we are expected to have a 3-day supply of food and water so that you can take care of yourself and your family. And it's really 1 gallon per person per house in your household per day for a 3-day supply. So again, do your part. Beyond that is having some cash in case the power's out and ATMs don't work, having a radio, having batteries, having a flashlight, first aid kit, prescriptions, and there's more information on the hurricane websites about preparedness, but those are some of the basic items: 3-day food and water supply, and then the things that you would need to survive for a 3-day period for your family if power weren't available or assistance could not be delivered. I do want to mention our partnership with Seymour Johnson Air Force Base and welcome the new leaders of both the 4th Fighter Wing and the 916th. Colonel Christopher Sage took command of the 4th Fighter Wing at the end of June 30th. Had an opportunity to meet with Colonel Sage a number of times. Really excited to be back in Goldsboro, he and his family. And again, I think great things will come from his time here with us as well. We also were able to attend the change of command for Colonel Eric Jenkins with the 916th, where he assumed command July 10th. And again, although he's a reservist, he will be in and out of the community a lot, and again, really look forward to getting to know him. I've had the honor of being the honorary commander for the 916th. That will likely change in the coming year, but regardless, I still look forward to working with Colonel Jenkins and the 916th. I want to say a special thank you to law enforcement throughout our community and elsewhere with the events in Dallas and just what they are doing on a daily basis for us. I do know some of our employees, and talking with them as becoming targets really does concern them, and it should. And so I do want to say thank you to those that serve, and encourage each of you to thank those in law enforcement and our other emergency service, from EMS to firefighters to others, as they are here to serve, but their job does come with some inherent risks that the rest of us may not expect experience on a daily basis. Along with that, we've mentioned new patrol cars on law enforcement. We do have 14 new cars on site. It takes a little bit of time to equip them with their light bars and their computers and the other equipment that goes into the vehicles. That is being done, and we should be rolling out. We've already rolled out 2 or 3 of the vehicles. We will roll out 1 or 2 a month, or 2 or 3 a month over the coming months until all 14 are out and rolling. So in the next several months, our patrol fleet ought to look significantly better here in Goldsboro. I'd also mentioned the shot spotter technology, that when a gunshot goes off, we will have that data in our officers' vehicles within about a minute of the gunshot. So again, very good technology in terms of accuracy of location. Our hope is that it reduces the violent crime in Goldsboro, and our message would be, if something occurs, we're going to be better equipped to respond, and then even better equipped to do the investigation that follows that. So it has worked in other communities in reducing violent crime, and we certainly are expecting the same results here. But that coming very soon. I want to mention a D.C. visit. The end of June, there was an Association of Defense Community Conference in Washington, D.C. The mayor and 2 council members, Councilmembers Ham and Broadway, and I attended that conference along with some other community members. We did attend the Association of Defense Community Conference on a Monday and Tuesday, and then we met with our congressional delegation of Senator Burr, Senator Tillis, Congressman Jones, Congressman Rouser, Congressman Butterfield, and Congressman Holding's staff on that Tuesday afternoon, Wednesday. And again, just very productive meetings in terms of them knowing Goldsboro, us having some opportunity to chat with each one of those members. I do thank the members for their time, and then our mayor and council members for their time as well in attending that. And then we were recognized again in front of a larger national audience as a great American defense community. As we had talked about the award this spring, that award was then presented and discussed in further detail during part of the conference that we attended. So a good visit, I think well worth our time. And again, we'll see what comes of that. Just short updates on a few projects. The New Hope Trail project continues to move forward, and construction, you can see Lanier Construction is making good progress along that. Extension of the trail along New Hope Road. Golf course, I did mention that we have moved the pro shop over to the event center. I would encourage you to come by and take a look at the event center and the golf shop as they sort of settle in, and encourage you to come use those facilities. There are also soft tennis courts there, clay courts, that are open by membership, and again, you pay an hourly rate or a monthly rate, but we'd encourage you to come use the courts and the facility that is there for you as a citizen to be part of. Herman Park Center, we are talking about a redesign of that, a reconstruction of that. The mayor and council has authorized the study to say, here, if you could build it, what would you want? They're expecting probably a $10 million cost of that, but we will be soliciting public input for what you'd like to see in the center. And what we envision is a rec center, probably a little larger scale than the W.A. Foster Center, with a double gym and some other amenities, but a good, useful center for our community. So again, if you have an interest in that, look for those public meetings coming probably in the August time frame, but they'll be advertised, and we certainly would like to have you there. The former W.A. Foster Center, we are still doing our evaluation for that center. We've updated the mayor and council at the end of June. There wasn't a lot to share, but I hope July, August timeframe we'll be able to make a decision on how we move forward with either preserving that project or converting the site into something else. So more to come on that. I just didn't want you to think that we had forgotten that. The multi-sports complex project is moving along fairly well. The design is underway. We've gone through about 35 or 40% design phase in terms of laying out the facility. The design firm is working on the details of that. And then our fence bids, we do expect to move the security fencing, leave the existing one in place, but put a new fencing on the back side of the 62 acres so that for all purposes of entering the site, you don't have to go through base security. We hope to get that contract awarded here in July and the work underway in August. So I think you'll see that at our July 18th City Council meeting for award. And then I do want to mention Fire Station 4. In terms of our budget discussion, there were significant monies put in there for renovation work, from roofing to redoing the kitchen to some other things. The station has a new fire apparatus bay, so we have plenty of room for the fire trucks. But the house side of it is really broken up and not a great station for our employees. And again, we were going to talk more about how do we build a new house-type fire station there, using the existing bays, but probably tearing down the existing station and rebuilding a new one in the coming year. So more to come on that, but I just wanted to make sure you didn't miss that in terms of our budget process. You know, our jams are ongoing through the summer every Thursday night downtown. I would encourage you, if you haven't been downtown in a while, to come take a look. We continue to have new businesses coming into our downtown. It really is an exciting time. A lot of good activity business-wise throughout Goldsboro, but downtown really has been a focus for the council for a period of time, and and that investment in our downtown does seem to be paying off. And so if you haven't been there in a while, I would encourage you to come downtown and see what it's all about. It really is a good time and a lot of new activity coming. And then I guess finally I would just say we're here to serve, so call on us. If we can be of service to you, we would like to do that. My number, 919-580-4330. And again, if we can help, please don't hesitate to reach out to us. Again, thank you and have a safe and enjoyable summer.